Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everybody. What a wonderful crowd to look out over. It is evident that we're going to do well tomorrow, not because of me, because of you all and the hundreds of thousands of people in the 8th District, just like you, that are ready for a change in Washington, D.C. I've got to tell you, Beth and I can remember going to a parade about, well, a summer and a half ago, and it was Beth and myself and one person carrying the banner, and introduced myself up and down the streets, and I couldn't tell you what little town, and people were kind of looking at me and curling their eyebrows and saying, "Who? You're running for what?" And I'm going to Congress in about 2 years, but I'm going to be there for you. And now it's kind of hard to walk down the street and people not recognize you. But that's not what it's all about. This is about me going to Washington, and those countless miles, and those countless hours we've put in the Buick. We've driven thousands of miles, talking and listening to people just like yourselves, asking them what they want out of their congressman and what they want in Washington, D.C. And I can tell you, they don't want what's going on right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And the experts, they're not all the people in Washington. The experts are you, right here on the ground, in Indiana, in the 8th District, that know what they expect. And you know what? What I heard more than anything, Brad, just go up, be yourself, keep your feet planted firmly on the ground, and do the right thing for the right reason. He said if you do that, you follow your heart, you follow your mind, the good common sense, your parents, and growing up among Indiana people, then you'll do the right thing. I plan to do that by coming back every weekend, meeting with you, talking to you, listening to you, whether it's a spot shoot at St. Agnes down at Dogtown, whether it's in Lowe's, whether it's here at the Union Hall. We're going to get together and we're going to firmly tell Washington what Indiana and what Hoosiers we want to do back there. It's going to be a change, because when we win tomorrow, you've given me my marching orders. And believe me, when you're the boss and I'm the employee, I listen to my bosses. We're going to have to go back there and say, America is not satisfied with the way it's working. We've got to do more for the working men and women. We've got to do more for our kids. We've got to do more for our seniors. And we've got to do more for our soldiers. And I could give you a whole long laundry list. We're going to get the work done. And you know who's going to get that done? We're going to do it by working with the other people up there and you. And I can't tell you what an honor it's been to work with, and what I'm going to do with Senator Evan Bayh. He and his family, and I appreciate Susan and your twins giving up their time with you, Senator, to come down here. And your father last week, and I think most people in the room got to attend an event with Birch, and my gosh, what a role model of mine. Both these men, Evan and his father, have become my role models. Mayor, thank you for your introduction, those kind words. I look forward to working with you so we can better the city of Evansville and the county of Vandenberg, as well as the other 17 counties. I'm not going to be able to stay long tonight. I was out at the tornado site this morning at 6 o'clock, and I was meeting with some of the parents of those that lost loved ones, and they asked me very sincerely to attend an event tonight at 7 o'clock in Newburgh in memory of the event, and I promised I'd be there, so I don't want to break that promise. Please don't think that means I think anything less, or I'm disrespecting you, that I wouldn't want to spend the evening with you talking about what we're going to do, how we're going to change the way Washington works. But with that, it is my pleasure and honor to introduce a gentleman that I intend to work with in whatever capacity he's in over the next several years, Senator Evan Bayh.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be back in Vandenberg County. I've been campaigning across our state from north to south and east to west. This is my last stop before Election Day, and we've saved the best for last. We're going to elect the next congressman for the 8th Congressional District. Yeah. Brad said, this is all about bringing the change to Washington that we need. This is a great country, and we can be greater still. But we're not going to get the progress that we deserve for ourselves and our families with the direction that we're going in and with the leaders that we've got. There's been too much partisanship, too much radical ideology, too much gridlock, and too much corruption. And starting tomorrow with Brad Ellsworth, we're going to change that in Washington and bring the best that Indiana has to offer. We need somebody who will fight for working men and women. We need someone who will fight for getting health care costs under control and freeing us our dependency on imported oil. We need somebody who will fight to make this state and country all that we can be, not tear them down. You know, you've seen these negative ads on TV? You know what? Let's vote for something better than that. Let's not let them divide us. You know, they can call this good man all the names they want to. If we do our jobs tomorrow night, we're going to be calling him congressman. That's the name of it. This is about having more unity in our community and our country. We've had too many people who have tried to divide us over these last several years for the purposes of short-term political power. Our country and state are at our strongest and are our best when we are united as one nation with a common bond and a common heritage. And I hope we'll reject the politics of divide to conquer and polarization for power tomorrow night. And more than anything else, let me just conclude by saying this. Any of you here remember Frank McCloskey? Great congressman. Well, then you know what I'm talking about. You all remember the election where Frank McCloskey was elected to the United States Congress by a total of 8 votes. There was another election up north. When I was Secretary of State, we had to recount. Congressman was elected by 1 precinct, 46 votes. We had a fellow state legislative race over in Richmond, Indiana. Dick Boddicker, good man, good labor man, good working man. He was elected to the State House of Representatives by 1 vote. So look, the polls look good. We have reason to be optimistic tonight, but we've got no reason to be complacent. I hope you'll take tomorrow and talk to the people you work with. Talk to your neighbors. Talk to your friends. Tell them about the importance of moving this country forward. Tell them about the importance of sending a good man to Washington we can be proud of. We can point our children to the nation's capital and say, there's someone who represents Indiana's finest. And if you tell them to vote for that, if you tell them to vote for what the best we have to offer is, we will elect Brad Ellsworth. We'll have a big victory celebration tomorrow night. I'm coming back.